Welcome to this technical walkthrough of my LinkedIn post automation project using make.com. In this demo, I'll show you how the system transforms a simple idea into complete LinkedIn post with AI generated and content visuals. So basically, I've used make.com, ChatGPT, and Google Sheets for this demo. All right, so let me start by showing you my digital playground, which is Miro. So this is where I visually map requirements, user journeys, edge cases, dependencies, etc., and essentially dream up new automations. So as you can see in this diagram that I have added Google Sheets and all the filtering or the logic. Basically, this is the routing logic where I basically tell the system whether I want it to generate a post or whether I want it to post the generated post on LinkedIn. All right, so let's move on to my control hub, which is the Google Sheets. Right, let me show you by showing you the foundation of this automation, right? This spreadsheet contains four critical columns that work as our command center. Column A is my idea. This is where I input my raw content ideas. So for this demo, you can see that I've input a content idea for the system or the LLM to generate a post on. All right, so moving on, the second column is LinkedIn post content. This essentially remains empty initially, but once the first router or the first automation flow kicks in, it updates column B and column C and column D. All right, so this is the third column, which is image link path. So this field starts empty and receives a URL to an AI generated image that complements the post. All right, and now we have the control column D. So the control column D has the following drop downs, which is pending idea, generate content ready for review, and approved and create post. So these four are essential. You can skip the gray ones because that's a personalization which I've added for my personal tool for my personal choosing anyway. All right, so let's now go to make.com where this automation has been set up. So as you can see, this is the entire automation diagram as or a flowchart as seen on make.com. So you see Google Sheets has been set up, my account has been connected, the sheet file, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, etc. has been set up, and this is essential, right? So you see the control column D will act as a filter if it has a value called or value equal to generate content, or if it has a value equal to approved and create post. That is where this automation will get triggered. So this is the router logic with the filters. So you see if the filter is equal to generate content, then this route will take take effect. Else, if the control column D is approved in create post, then this route will take effect. All right, so let's just try to see this in action. But before that, I really wanted to show you how this create post would look like, right? So in this create post or generate content, sorry, I wanted to show you how the generate content would look like. So in this generate content, as you can see, I've connected two modules of ChatGPT. One is to create a post and one is to create an image related to that post. All right, so first, if you open this, you'll see that, of course, I need to add my, you know, I need to add my API key, etc. But for this demo purposes, I'll skip that. An important part is the persona prompt, which I've added here, right, for the chat gpt as a set of instructions it needs to adhere to. And the last in the bottom you'll see that it takes my idea, which is the first column in our control hub, to generate our LinkedIn post content. All right, so moving on, similarly I've added some instructions to this dial E3 model to generate an image, and again I've linked it to my idea column. All right, I'll save this. Okay, it's already saved, so I'll just get out of this right now. And let's try to see how this comes into effect. Let me quickly run this automation for you. But before that, I'll need to go to my Control Hub, which is the Google Sheets, and update this pending idea column to generate content. So when it sees the generate content in column D, this automation will get triggered. So this automation can trigger automatically as well, or I can choose to run it manually. Since it takes money to run each automations, of course it's not much, it's minuscule. We'll see that in just a bit. So yeah, I'll manually just run it once for now, and once I run this, you see this Google Sheet gets updated. This bubble essentially tells you whether this was successful. Here you see the generate content in column D, or the control column, was found, detected, and it applied the filter. And this is where it has created this content. Now it's right now creating an image as we speak, and once the image is created, it will update the row to review for us to review. All right, so you see this image has been created, and this first workflow has run successfully. Let us again go in here and see. Yes, we see that we now have content on content updated in column B and C, and the status of column D has changed from generate content to ready for review. So once it is ready for review, we can just check how this image is looking. And if I open this image, this is how it's looking. It has followed our instructions. It has not added any, say, words in this image. So it has followed our instructions quite a bit. So yeah, I'm satisfied with this image. I'll again open my control hub, change this control column, and once I've reviewed the details, which let's say I have for now. You see how it intelligently adds AI, product management, human in the loop related hashtags as well, because I have instructed the model to do so. So once it is done, I can simply select or change the drop down to approved and create post. So once this is approved and create post has been added here in the control column, this automation will automatically get triggered if it's running on a schedule, or if it's running continuously, let's say within 2 to 5 minutes, as per the needs. But for now, I have to run this manually because I have not automated this or set this on schedule. But before that, I wanted to show you the output and the Sorry, I wanted to show you the output of the content and how much would it cost, right? Because that would be one of the questions everyone would have in their minds. So let me just show you this usage. So in this usage tab, do you see the prompt tokens were 414 and the completion tokens were 278, and the total tokens usage was 692, so say roughly 700 odd tokens. And 700 tokens is really less or really great in terms of the cost effectiveness, because you have to understand that you're generate it's about $1 or something per million tokens usage, so you can generate a lot many posts. But of course this image generation uh, would would be a little more in terms of the cost. But again, saying that, I'm pretty certain that the cost of generating posts and posting it's not that high. And yeah, so this is about generating this post, and now we've added our approval and instructed this column D, or posted or changed the drop down to approved and create post. We'll again go back to this automation and quickly run this once and see. All right, we see that this second route was triggered, and we have this HTTP module essentially to fetch the file and post it to the system and send it to LinkedIn as a system, because LinkedIn will not understand that it's link path. So we get this via HTTP file request. You see this get file, and then once this has been added in here, we add the content. So this, you see it, this module is basically image post module. So once this image file has been captured, which is with the HTTP request, and the content has been mapped, it will the visibility and all other settings I can just change to my choosing. But once this is completed, it posts are posts our content on LinkedIn and also updates this sheet. So as we first look in the sheets, you see this column control D and has a changed value. It now reads posting done. And to verify this, let's go to my LinkedIn real quick. Just scroll down a little. Let me go to my show all posts. And here we go. You see this 2 minutes ago, this post was added. Let me just refresh it. All right, so this is the post which was added 1 minute ago, and you see this this we can confirm with the image file. So this is the image file which is generated and which confirms that this is the very post. If you also look at the content, in the rush to fully automate, it's easy to forget that AI works best with humans, not instead of them. And as you see in here, it's easy to forget AI works best with humans, not instead of them. So you see this has been added successfully, and I think, yeah, that's essentially the demo.